Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you how I was able to achieve this v-neck ashoke with front pockets. Okay, so if this sounds like what you are interested in learning, so keep watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. Kindly click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be notified. So today, I want to show you how to attach this beautiful ashoke on the neck of it. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I actually cut an interfacing for this is the front and this is the v-neck. So I actually cut an interfacing for this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to go over to my sewing machine and attach the interfacing. So when attaching, please take note, you are going to be attaching from the back, then you turn it to the front, you turn it to the right side of the ashoke like this. Okay, please take note, you are not turning to the back, you are turning it to the front. So once you fix it, you are going to fix it this way, then you turn it to the right side of the ashoke. So let me do that now and come back and show you what it looks like. All right guys, so this is the ashoke that I'm going to be using. It comes in a stripe like this. A complete stripe like this comes in about 120 yards, and in just here is sold for 3,500 naira. So it's 60 by 60. Okay, that's about 120 yards. So I don't know how much is sold in your area. So for the fabric for the front, so this is the front. Okay, so I went ahead to fix the interfacing. Look at the v-neck, look at the interfacing. So just as I said, you are going to be turning the interfacing to the right side. So this is the right side, this is the front of the fabric. Okay, so I turn the interfacing to the right side. Take note of that. So look at the back. So this is the back of the ashoke. So the back of the material, sorry. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I actually folded it, then I gave it a very good press so that I can have a crease line. I can have this line in the middle here. So I gave this fabric a very good press. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to mark out my ashoke. Okay, so I'm going to be folding the ashoke this way. Okay, make sure it aligns properly. Make sure it aligns properly. Okay, so as you can see, I'm trying to to arrange it very well. So make sure it aligns. Then the next thing you are going to do is to pick up your material like so. I've already folded it into two. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fix. So after folding your ashoke into two equal halves, the next thing I'm going to do is to fix. You're going to fix the neck part of your material this way. But then my client does not want, she feels that the ashoke is too wide for her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the length of this ashoke. Okay, I'm going to reduce the width, sorry, of this ashoke. So watch me do that now. So from this place, I'm going to take in about 1¼ inch. Okay, just on this line. Make sure it aligns properly, please. So I'm going to take 1 and a quarter inch from this edge. Okay, 1 and a quarter inch, 1 and a quarter inch, 1 and a quarter inch. Okay, so I'm going to draw a straight line on this part now. Make sure it's very, very straight so that you can get a very neat job here. So I'm going to draw a straight line. After drawing a straight line, you can use a pin to secure it so that you don't make mistake. Okay, so I'm going to secure it now with a pin, and then I'm going to cut out this place. Make sure your hands are straight so that you can get a very neat job. Okay, so that's what I have. So I've reduced the length now. So let's look at the width we are having here. So I have about 5 inches left here, okay, which is better. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just watch what I'm doing. I've already secured the ashoke with pins so that they will be very, very straight. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to place the ashoke this way. Place it this way. I hope you can see what I'm doing. The tip, the neck part, you place it, let it be straight, let it align directly here. So you place it this way, let it align. So here is going to, this particular end is going to be where it's going to stop. This is where your ashoke is going to stop. So I'm going to secure it now with a pin. Okay, secure it with a pin. Make sure it's very, very straight. So I'm going to secure all the parts with a pin. Okay, so I've done that now. I've secured it with a pin. So the next thing we are going to do is to use our ruler to mark out this point where the, so mark it out this way. Okay, so after marking out the first point, then you are going to add about 1/2 inch on the ends here. This is going to serve as the sewing allowance. So this 1/2 inch is going to serve as a sewing allowance. So we have our sewing allowance there. Use your ruler to also mark out the sewing allowance like so. Okay, so I'm done marking it out now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out. Okay, so cut it out now. And so from the shoulder here, I'm going to, cut it out. Let me remove my pins. Cut it out like so. And then on this part, on this other side, we will also cut it out neatly. Okay, okay, so that's all for that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go over to the sewing machine, and then I'm going to sew this part. So I'll do that now and come back and show you what we have. So I'm done joining that part. So as you can see, and let me open it up now so that you see what we have. So after joining, this is what I have. You can see there's a little excess here. Then remember, we cut out this neckline, so in order to prevent it from fraying, so I used a lighter, you know, to burn that edges so that it will not fray out. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go over and use my pressing iron to press this seam open. Okay, so I'll do that now and come back and show you what I have. All right, so I've done that now. I gave this place a very good press, as you can see. So the next thing we are going to do now is to attach this to our fabric. So remember, this is the right side of the fabric. Okay, so this is the right side, so we are going to be attaching the ashoke like so on top of the right side this way. I hope you can see. So make sure it aligns, and make sure the middle joining here also aligns with the crease line, also aligns with this line after ironing. So make sure it aligns properly. Okay, then you just pin it up, and then you go over to the sewing machine, and then I'm going to sew this part this way, then I'm also going to sew this other part also this way. Note, make sure that you are using a matching color of thread. So this part is black, I'm going to use black on this leg. This area is white, I'm going to use white so that it will not be noticeable. Nobody will notice that it's even top stitched. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. All right, so I'm done attaching it, as you can see. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm done. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to attach the pocket, right? So these are my pocket bags. I have two of them here. So let me just show you how the measurement I use. So the width I used is about 8 inches, and the length I used is about 9 inches. Okay, so what I simply did was I went to use my pressing iron to fold the edges, okay, together. Then I did that. That is 2. Then for the ashoke, I actually cut a piece of this ashoke and I folded it also into 2. Okay, so I folded it exactly. It's going to be exactly what we have here. So I'm going to go over to the machine now, and then I'm going to sew this ashoke
my pocket bag
on
to
the tip
the
here.
front.
Then I'm going to fold the edge here,
from
and
the
then
shoulder,
I'll top stitch.
I'm going
Okay,
to measure.
so I'll do that
I'm
now
going to come
and
down
come
by
back and show
18
you
inches.
what we have. Okay, then
from the shoulder, please come down by 18 inches and then mark. And then from the midpoint there, you can see the midpoint where I ironed. So I'm going to come out by 2.5 inches from there. Note that this is optional, depending on your preference. Just fix it wherever you feel that you want to fix your period. So this is the one that is comfortable for me. So I came out by 2.5 inches there. Then I attached my pocket at that point. Okay, so you can secure it with a pin. Then I'll go over to the machine, and then I'm going to top stitch. So I'm going to do that all round. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other part. I'll come down from my shoulder by 18 inches, and from the midpoint there I'm going to come out by 2.5 inches. So I'm going to do the same thing for the other pocket. 18 by 2.5. Okay, So I'm going to attach my pocket like so. Make sure it aligns, make sure it's straight. So if you are going to go over to your machine, pin it down so that it will be very straight. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for the other end. I'm going to sew it around and I'll come back and show you guys what we have. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the machine now.
So guys, I'm done fixing the front. So look at the v-neck, very beautiful and very neat. And also look at the pockets. Okay, look at the both pockets. So I'm done fixing the two. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, kindly click on the subscribe button and also share and like our video, okay, so that whenever we upload a new video you will easily get notified. So thank you for watching. See you all in my next video. Bye.